Taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Hurts changing up the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Isaiah Simmons. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. It's complete to Brown, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one because when you do...
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch twitch.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Yeah, I got you. Hey, check 24, check 24. Shit.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
17's Mike.
Hodgins in motion. 2nd and 5. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
17's Mike 17.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is
that to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second and 4. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hodgins in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, 31 yards.
And the Giants have cut the lead back down to 2.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wolf on now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
This is 1st and 10. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. A quick throw here out to Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And a short gain here down to the 22. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. They get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. So how about that turn of events? The field goal would have broken this fourth quarter tie. Well, the play broke the tie all right. Unfortunately, it was 6 points the other direction.
And for such a critical kick, the blocking has to be better. Brandon, that reminds me of a game that you called. Became famous, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Florida State,
That's
Georgia
right.
Tech, right? Didn't you have something similar?
Yep, a block kick return late. Unbelievable.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,